Well, I guess Russ couldn't go perfect at the QB spot. That's QB1. Taking the L to the bum till Browns. 24-19. Lord, Lord, Lord. I don't even know. I don't even know. So you already know the drill. Hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe because that was stank, nasty. Yeah, and everything that we can throw in there in between. A lot to digest, though, with the game, man. Obviously, we know the weather played an impact, man, especially in that second half. Where the heck did the snow come from? I thought it was Thanksgiving. I didn't know it was Winter Wonderland time, but I digress. But for us, man, I just felt like too many missed opportunities. Highly penalized, a lot of self-inflicted penalties in the first half. I think we had like 5 of them in total in that first half. We obviously allowed Myles Garrett to take over the game in the first half as well. I think it was 3 sacks. 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Obviously, that created the turnover. Then he had a bunch of pressures as well. Really was just disrupting us from a drop back pass standpoint. We could obviously see where Russ was impacted by it. And for the day, man, Russ ended up with 4 sacks total in terms of being sacked that many times. And I thought, man, for him, man, a little bit up and down of a game. When the pass rush was how it was today from the Browns, it's going to throw off your rhythm. I thought that he combated it as best he could. Obviously, we know he's not beating him with his legs, but I thought arm-wise, he definitely attacked them. And we had, let me count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, actually 6 total plays, 6 total plays, man, of explosive passing plays from Russman, where he was able to, get him down the grass, man. Whether we're talking Van Jefferson, move multiple times, Calvin Austin, who I thought played really well tonight, man. Good to see him getting back into that end zone, but as a whole, we just didn't get enough of it. I like what I saw from Justin Fields, man. Shout out to Arthur Smith for implementing him into the game plan a little bit more. I know that was a request from people last week, and it was good to see that happen, especially when you watch the film of the Saints versus the Browns last week, man. Taysom Hill, very similar player right now to Justin Fields in terms of his skill set, really gave the Browns issues, and you can see with Justin Fields where it was some similarities with that. I think the thing that would have made it more impactful is if it wouldn't have been snowing as much. I would have loved to see just a little bit more with Fields from a just being able to throw the ball standpoint. It seemed a little bit one-dimensional with him in his sets. I think he threw it twice. The one time he obviously got he drew the roughing the passer penalty, and the other was the jump ball he threw up the GP. I just think that the weather kind of impacted him a little bit more, but I do like the direction that we were going with that with Arthur Smith. As we know, we still got multiple games down the stretch before we get to the postseason. That's going to be something that these defenses are going to have to account for a little bit more now, and I think that that's going to be a nice added wrinkle, especially, when we get off of this kind of extended week that we're going to have right now with being the Thursday night game. So I do like that part. I thought running the ball wise, man, we ended up over 120 on the day, but I don't know, man. The rhythm was just a little bit weird, man. To me, I thought the Browns, if I'm going to be completely transparent with you, I thought they kicked our butt in the trenches, man, both offensively and defensively. We did not generate enough pressure on Jameis Winston. Got 1 sack. Shout out to Herbig for that, the big-time strip sack. Elliott with the recovery. But as a whole, Jameis was not pressured like that. He was not hit enough. And in contrast, they were dominant up front versus us. Like I said, sacking Russ 4 times, hitting him even more times. It was a couple of times, even on that last Hail Mary, where he took some shots, man. But then I thought that they also did a good job of just disrupting our running attack. We had a couple of explosive runs. Shout out to Jaylen Warren and Najee. Both of those guys were able to contribute that. But as a whole, not enough consistency there either, man. Like I said, man, the Browns, I looked at it. I know people will put this as, oh, man, it was a Tomlin loss, man. It's on Tomlin. Honestly, man, I thought the Browns, man, they really, got it for the game. And rightfully so. It's a division game. We both showed up. I don't think that one team was less ready than the other. But I think at the end of the day, the Browns played a lot more like we saw from them last year from a defensive standpoint, where they were one of the top units in the league, man. And obviously we talked about Jameis Winston. We said he gives them a vertical threat. Jerry Jeudy was able to have a lot of success with him and Njoku as well. And it was weird, man. They had the opportunistic stuff happen for them, man. You drop a wide open pass, then he comes back and hits a fluky pass here. Man, all right, this doesn't work. He comes back and hits that there. like I said, it's one of those nights, man. Thursday night football, it gets weird. That's one of those things, man. And I will say this, man. Obviously, we're not a fan of those guys having success against us, but in all seriousness, it was good to see Nick Chubb back out there, man, having some success. The irony of it all is he's scoring a daggone game-winning touchdown versus us, and we know how it went last time we played him, man. So, shout out to Chubb, though, man, making it back out there, man. 2 tutties in the game, man. The game-winning tutty, man. Salute to him. But as a whole, yeah, man, can't wait to see them again. Can't wait to see them again. But you guys let me know your thoughts on it, man. And obviously, the special teams player of the week, the Wizard of Oz, man. Still a good night, man. But obviously, we know he had the miss earlier, the 58-yarder. Man, I ain't tripping, man. It was super windy, super snowy out that thing, man. But it's like I said, still hit from 48, still from 28, man. But let me know your thoughts, though, on the game, man, what you saw, who stood out to you the most. And, I know you're going to drop your complaints in that comment section as well, so don't hold back. Let me know. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, baby, peace.